Right. Hi everyone. Welcome to our channel. This is going to be the first video of our channel. So without wasting any time, we decided to start with geometry, grade 11 geometry, which is going to later on transition into grade 12. So in grade 11, we have 9 theorems. We have theorem 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. These theorems can be a lot for you to grasp all at the same time, especially during revision purposes. That is why I've decided to come up with 3 groups for these theorems. You have group 1, group 2, and group 3. Group 1 is called center group. And then group number 2, we call it cyclic quad. Group number 3 is going to be tangent group. When I say this is a tangent group, I mean that all the theorems which are revolving around or having any information related to tangents are here. All the theorems which are having any information related to cyclic quads are here. And then all the theorems which are having any information related to center are found in group number 1. So we have 3 groups. Not only having 3 groups, we also have 3 types of questions that we need to expect in our exam paper. So we have 3 groups, we have 3 types of questions. The first type, not question number 1. Type number 1 is going to be numerical. Type number 2 is going to be variables. Numerical questions, and then variable questions, and then lastly we have proofs, or we have show that. For the purpose of this video only, I'll be dealing with variable questions. I will later on, sooner, I will create a video which is talking about variables. I'll also create a video which is talking about proofs. So let's try to take this information that I just talked about here. Let's try to use it to answer questions, and then let's see how we can answer questions. We have a question here which is taken from 2016 paper, November, grade 12. Grade 12. We have information in front of us which is telling us that in the diagram below, tangent KT to the circle at K is parallel to chord NM. You stop reading there. You highlight that you have a tangent, then you expect to use group number 3, parallel line. What do you know about parallel lines? We know that parallel lines have corresponding, co-interior, and alternating. That's how we do things. Every time when you are reading a geometric statement, not only in geometry, every mathematical statement, you need to read it with notations. You read and then ask yourself, what did you note from the statement? You don't just read it as a news reporter. My apologies for that. We further move on by saying NT cuts the circle at L. Triangle KML is drawn. M2 is given to you as 40. MKT is given to you as 84. Alright, let's see. Do we have center? No. Do we have cyclic quad? Yes. Do we have tangent? Yes. Therefore, we are going to use 2 groups. We are going to use group 2. We are going to use group 3, not only group 2 and 3. We are going to use group 2 and 3 together with the information or any geometric knowledge that you have learned in the previous grades, because you can see parallel lines are coming to us now. Group number 2 is coming to us in a butterfly form. This is a butterfly, which is falling under theorem number, which is a part of theorem number 4, part of group 2, theorem number 4. Yeah. I will explain this thing further when we get to that question. I just wanted to highlight it out before I can start. First question is telling us that we need to calculate the value of Q2. What I need you to learn, or what the skill that I need you to develop, is that whenever you are being asked to calculate a certain angle, you need to start by looking for the location of that angle in your diagram. In most cases, the location of that angle is telling you the answer. Just like now, we have K2 here. which is found between a tangent and a chord. At this point, I expect you to be recalling tan-chord theorem. There's only one theorem which is talking about the chord and the tangent, which is tan-chord theorem. Therefore, the value of your K2 will be the same as what? 40 degrees. And then your reason will be tan-chord. Why am I saying that? I just told you that K2 is found between a chord and a tangent. The very same chord that we're talking about is forming an angle at M2, which is 40. Therefore, that 40 will have the same value as K2 because of what tan-chord is telling us. I hope that makes sense. And then we go to N1. N1 is going to be the same as K1. I don't know if you guys can already see that. This is N1. And then this is K1. However, we do not have the measuring units of K1 only. We have K1 and 2. But then I can subtract K2 from the whole thing. I'm going to say K1 is the same as N1, which is angles subtended by the same chord or arc. But then in our situation now it's going to be a chord. And then I know that K1 is going to be 84 subtracting 40. I just explained that, which is giving you 44. Which is giving you 44. And then now we are going to say therefore N1 will also be 44 degrees. You need to specify measuring units of angles, which is degrees. And then we move on to T. Where can I find the T? T is found outside the circle. Yes. So we are going to say T will be alternating with N because we have parallel lines. Therefore, T is the same as N1. And then you say alternating angles, and you need to specify which angles are alternating. If you just say alternating angles and then don't tell me which lines are alternate, which lines are parallel, you're going to lose a mark for your reason. And then which implies that T will be the same as what? 44, because we found that here it was 44, which implies that even here will be what? 44. Alright, we are going to L2. L2, where is L2? L2 is here. L2 is going to be forming a diagram like this. This is your L2. You have an angle here, you have another angle here. Therefore, L2 will be the same as K2 plus T according to exterior angles of a triangle. Grade 9 geometry. If you may remember, in grade 9 we have two properties: sum of interior angles of a triangle and exterior angle of a triangle. Therefore, L2 will be what? Will be 44. Will be 40 plus 44, which is giving you 84 degrees.